Bup, bup. Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay, I see it. For some reason, it forgot my mic in Streamlabs. I was gonna say I just redid these cliffs because they're used more than any asset in the whole game by a lot, and there they are. If you want to see the old one, it looks like this. It's nowhere near as good. It's just a big blob with a rock texture on it. This one has way more definition and niceness to it. Way better lighting. And that's kind of the goal is, most of the game's important assets just don't have physically based rendering at all. So I'm going to try to just fix that. And while I'm in here, where's that? Let me do something really quick because there's... For now, I'm just going to make... I'm going to set that to false. This is that tree that turns into like sticks and it looks really low poly and bad. I'm just going to have it not do that. So now when the dynamic effects happen, it's not going to make those trees turn into weird like PS2 trees. Because ain't nobody got time for that. What's crazy is I actually had substance for some of this stuff. So let me head on over to Hanako Village. I'm actually supposed to be doing Gifu, but I'm kind of just looking at assets that are used everywhere. These guys just got the cliff update. These are used quite a lot. And this map, and I think the castle map too. This big hero thing could probably use it. How did I do this? Well, I did 3 unique textures for this. That's really kind of dumb. Yeah, I think I'm going to be okay with that then. I think it's background enough to not matter. These walls are used in a lot of places. Which one? The one on this? I mean, it kind of just has a style to it. Like you get the big black comic lines on it. Like I don't really think it has a big detail normal. I think it's okay. Like you can see like this up to this, but I think it's fine. I really need to get these cards on like the roof in Yari, like the crappy roofs in here that have like no detail. I think I could probably just swap with the new one and just have higher poly roof, honestly. It'd probably look just as good. I'm gonna go back to Gifu now. Cause the game's not going hyper real, but it definitely needs, I just want the existing textures to look physically based. Like there's so much, like, okay, so I did a quick roughness setup on this, but if you look at like, everything just kind of looks like flat paper, like put on a model. It doesn't actually look like the surface. Like this is some sort of metal, but lighting, it has no metal to it. So like this is something that'll get put through substance. This shack house is used a lot. It'll get put through substance. This gatehouse, kind of the same thing. It's like this. You know what? I might do the tent. The tent's used in every single map for both sides. Let's do it. The nice thing is once I get a setup for this, it knows when it's sampling like the ID map and all that. And what's really nice is if you don't have a high poly, you can still use the high poly or the low poly as high to generate like curvature maps and stuff, and it'll use the existing normal. Or sorry, the normal map you plug in. So it's actually pretty easy to bake maps that you wouldn't have. So this asset's really old. I'm excited to modernize it. I might grab some of the layers from this guy for consistency. So I don't even know where this stuff would be, to be honest. It's got to be in spawn areas. Or because I know I put the curtain walls through here. Let me see where this came from. Generic Gifu spawn camps. Okay, so this is like real old village props. New flags. It's kind of weird that they ended up in there, but okay. Okay, so this stuff is like really old. Like this is so old that it was exported from like 2 computers ago. I'm looking at the, I had a folder where I like exported the UE4 export folder is from when we moved from UE3 to 4. So this tent is from like 2013. That's crazy. Well, let's, is the mesh also from then? Yep, it is. That's nuts. Well, does this doesn't even have symbols. Oh, it does have symbols in it. That's dumb. So I doubt I have a ZBrush file for it, but I might. Let me just take a peek. I don't even have the UE4 export folder anymore. What do I have in here? Wow, this thing just needs all kinds of stuff. It's not bad though, honestly. Like this isn't the worst thing in the world, but it definitely needs to match this thing. So let me find that first. For some reason I put it in, where the hell did I put the new ones at? Sometimes I wonder why I put stuff where I put it. Hanako Village props, new flags, that makes no sense at all. Like it really makes, I couldn't fathom less sense. Yeah, I'm gonna give it kind of a silk treatment. Um, but what I want this fabric layer. This is actually really the layer that I want. I'm going to put this in a folder and call this HN Camp Fabric. Create smart material, and there it is. I really just, that's all I really need for this guy. Wow. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna just grab these guys. I'll grab this just in case I need it, but I shouldn't. I'm gonna export this stuff. Environments, generic spawn areas. I don't. Okay, so I do have the textures in here. I probably need a mesh. I'm gonna put these where they should have been in generic spawn areas. Camp tent. There's a Yamai tent. That's kind of weird, but okay. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, I know what tent that is now. I'll do Hanako first. I want to see what this is just to know. I think it's that little like Borderlands-y tent. But I just want to see. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's that other tent from like Yari and stuff. That tent actually, I don't think even really needs updates. That's one of the nicer like stylized assets, and that's kind of the hard part is I wonder if all this stuff is gonna make the game not stylized enough. But honestly, I don't think anyone will dispute how much better anything updated looks. It looks infinitely better than what used to be there. So I think as long as it's an improvement, it doesn't really matter. Like, no one's gonna look at this compared to this and be like, dude, that tent's way better than this. It's not. In no world is this better than that. So let's update an asset from 2013. Wow. Add fill layer. I'm just going to turn off the layers I don't have textures for. This will go in base color. This will go in normal. And there's a giant ugly thing. And it has symbols built in, which I really hate. I'm going to see if I can edit those out. There's so many like 2020 content folders in here now because from updating stuff. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to open these and I'm going to try. This is going to be a little difficult because it's going to select all the bands too. Yeah, I kind of wish I had like a ZBrush of this. Let me see if I have used the best tool ever, search everything and type in like tent ZTL. Oh, I do have it. That's awesome. There you go, February 2014. I don't even know which one's the right one. This This is a 8, 822, 822. Let's take a look at this. Wow. I actually have the original sculpt. Was I smart and made the thing in layers? Of course not. Wow, I can't believe I have the original sculpt to this thing. No file history, so yeah, I can't get rid of the pattern, which is really annoying. I wonder if I have a version of this before. So I could just rebake a new normal and then use the thing as like an ID map and then do something about this pattern. Looks like it's a million. I mostly just did it for folds. I probably have a version of this that's older that's like sculpted without Hanako. Tent no colors. Yeah, I do have one that's just no colors. So wow, I probably spent like a week on this asset. What a waste. I'm gonna see if I can bake this all down. Not sure this has everything in it, but let me see. Actually, it's not bad. Yeah, this is just a no color. I'm gonna rebake some of this shit. Baking in Substance is the best thing ever. It's so fast. I remember waiting like 30 minutes for like AO map bakes a couple, even as soon as probably 5 years ago. Let me see how this bakes. I don't mind the albedo. Yeah, and I get like a nice AO. I'm actually just gonna delete that and just redo this. That's pretty cool. Let's just bake everything. It's so fast. And while this is going on, I think I might be able to do, I mean, this has like AO in it and a bunch of like dumb stuff. I'm just gonna do, I wonder if I have a, no, I don't have a PSD of that. Wait, what is this? Is this a PSD of that? Oh, it's the other tent. It's a good texture. Are you kidding me? Why would that? Oops, no, I don't want that. If I content aware, how good is it? Terrible, just terrible. I'm just gonna paint flat. I don't even care. These symbols are gonna get redone in Substance anyway. And really the material is too. I'm just going to use this as an ID map. I don't care about world space normals. That's interesting that AO is completely black and so is this did not do a good job. I bet there's some like scale factor problem. Yeah, those did not do a good job. They got position and curvature. Why would the other ones not work? Oh yeah, those aren't actually good sculpts. Yeah, I really kind of need that out of the normal map too. At least the side one. I bet this can content aware out of the normal. It did okay. It did okay until that part. I hate that. Why did it undo in Photoshop? Why? Well, this isn't great. It's definitely the right tint. It just, for some reason... Well, I'm going to try to do this. Let's try... Let's do fill layer. I think I can get... If I can get this symbol out, I'm okay with these other shitty ones staying. They're pretty subtle. I think I'm okay with that. Content aware is pretty good for normal maps. Let me put this in generic spawn areas, textures. Yeah, it's pretty good. When I stamp another symbol on top, it'll be fine. So what I do want is, I do want this layer on, but I want literally like everything other than ropes to be on it. Wait, I have a better idea. I'm gonna do UV select for this. Oops, no. Okay, so First thing I'm going to do is new wood. Black mask, and I'll do the same thing. For a second, I just need this to be a color. I'm just going to grab all the wood pieces. Nope. UV shell select is very useful. Okay, that's fine now. I can do oh yeah, it's not the same for I really just want the ah. I'm gonna do vertical, and then what I'm gonna do is delete the ones that are horizontal out. Yeah, there we go. Oh, is this UV? I guess that one is in the other kind for some reason. It's based on UVs, not triplanar, so that kind of makes sense. Maybe I actually want this stuff like under this. Oh yeah, that's a good question. Good call. They should match that. It's actually what the original one was. So what I'm going to actually do is I do want a little bit of roughness on there. I'm just going to turn off base color. And then wood roughness doesn't actually need to be like that crazy. I just want like a tiny bit on there. That was a good call. So what I'm gonna do now, I think I do want, just in case, I want this on base color just to fill in like missing stuff. So this is gonna be straight 1, and I'm gonna delete this color and do this. There we go. That's the right amount. Those symbols are fucking annoying, but actually that's kind of nice. It brings in a little bit of the old one. Maybe I do need those out of the normal map. Ooh, there we go. Now it doesn't matter as much because they're going to get restamped. So there's a silk that I have. Yeah, it actually masks better that way. Actually, duh, I'm dumb. This should be this. The camp fabric should actually be this mask. I also wonder, I'm going to try something here too. I'm going to try deleting this and use low poly mesh as high poly mesh just to get the other maps. Because this definitely needs some AO in it. Also, thanks for saving me on that, what's it called, Zabas? Well, the AO map's terrible. It actually, yeah, no, it did okay. It caught a little bit. It's not the worst. I'm gonna tweak this a little bit. I think that's good, and I think I do want some let me go through blend mode, see if I can get something cool. Actually, no, I know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna go on top of this. It's gonna go inside. And I only want roughness and metal, so it gets like a okay, I have some grunge in here too that I'm going to end up using to make it like not so perfect. You know what I what I really should do here, I have I think a more efficient idea for this, and that is to include that and that. I'm gonna copy that mask, paste it. It's fine. But what I'm gonna do, turn color off. So that actually kind of grabs the existing colors without and then let me do I'm gonna do a grunge layer and I'm gonna paste the same mask. Actually, I'm just going to do it this way. That was way easier than what I was going to do. So I'm going to use this as a metallic. This is going to be roughness only, but I'm going to do I'm going to run a desaturate on it and a levels. Yeah, there we go. I like that. So then this guy, it just makes the roughness a little bit better. And then this one, yeah, overlay looks better. I can just have this like kind of like this, just beating it up a little bit. This is going to be general grunge. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this whole thing and call this bottom grunge. And for this one, this is going to be like turned up all the way. And set to like 4. This is also going to be set to like 4. And this one's going to be harsher. But what I'm gonna do is add a black mask, and then I'm gonna just paint this in. There's some really nice dirt alphas. Let's go with this one. Then this one for roughness is going to be like, it's going to make it basically like fully rough where it's dirty. So that's looking good. Now I need fill layer called symbols. Actually, I do need the symbol layer from the other one. Because I want the color to match perfect. I did do multiply for that. Interesting. Oh, I just stamped it. I did that in such a bad way. Well, I will approximate then, because I don't want to do it that way. That was really dumb. Seriously, there's no base color or anything? No mask? I did that not very smartly. How's everybody doing? Ask me questions. Say things. Dude, don't be a dirty lurker. Or you can be, that's fine. I won't be that upset. Okay. Oh, I don't blame anyone for doing that. No, what's up, No? Actually, I'm going to leave height off so I don't have to use a different normal for Yamai and Hanako. I'll just have it part of the albedo. How is Cyberpunk? I heard all I've seen is that it's like really, really buggy. I put it on my Christmas list just because some family members needed more gift ideas, and I'm planning to hook the 3090 up to my TV that's like on the other side of my workstation so I can pretend it's a pseudo console and play it like on a 55-inch rather than my PC monitor. It's a 4K HDR, and then the 3090 will be piping to it. So I'm pretty excited to see how that ends up. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Oh, the fact that they're not like exactly perfect. Close enough. You know the truth. That's kind of funny. Wait, why is this only affecting... They should have the... Why is this not affecting anything? What the hell? Why is this like... I mean, with how big that game is, that's really not too bad of problems, to be honest. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted for this. Yeah, like I don't follow like the hype train so much for games, so like when ones come out that sound cool, the low expectations just helps a lot. What do you guys think about this? Does this look okay? Like I don't care about the placement of these, but the general look, like is this reading like silky enough? Does it look off? Does it look better? Excuse me. Okay, I think that then is probably because of this guy. We toss a levels on here. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, it's this grunge layer. And I also think that I think the fabric thing is a little too intense. Like I want some. I think it looks better like with less of that texture. It almost looks better without the grunge and base color and just let it affect the roughness and then have the bottom grunge. I kind of like this. Yeah, let's try this out in game and see what happens. Just gonna be T's. It's just gonna be. The other thing I need to do too is do stylization pass. Just to like bring out the folds more. However, there's a few different ways to do it. I use the normal map, and let me show you on this guy. There's a filter I use called from Topaz Labs called Topaz Simplify. It basically runs like a basically it desaturates it and runs a levels on it. But this is also I use on the color a lot of times to soften it, and you can like simplify and make it. This is basically how I've stylized all the textures always. A lot of times I'll also run something like so you can, if I go to 100%, you can see like before and after. And I would do something like this. And also I just realized that this has a really bad black or it's like stupid square around it. I need to get that line out. So that should be fine. Let's try it out. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to copy them side by side so we can do a before and after, because I'm going to end up making a new material for it. So I'm going to go to textures and for this guy, let's go ahead and do masks, and max texture styles, will do 512. I'm also going to do, so you can kind of already tell if you compare the albedo. Not tremendously different, but still some polish there. It looks like some wood got some like bleed. I might have to check that works okay. But we'll see. So let's take a look at McTint Hanako. This doesn't have any movement to it. I don't think wind is off on this, so this really can just use like a normal master. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate these two. This is going to be called Mick. Oops, I just did Mick _ cool. Thanks, game. Spawn tint HN. I'll make the Yamai one. So the Yamai one is going to be parented to the Hanako one. And I'll just I'll change the master. So here I have, I'll type in master, and I want the Hanako trims master. That's the material I use for most of the stuff. Spontan. God, it's so annoying that Unreal does this weird, like, forces you to, it clicks the option. So yeah, that's nice. Oops, that changed both of them, my bad. I'm actually okay with that. I meant to change this one. I have an idea though. If I close this and I do a revert on this. There we go. Now we have the old one. Spontant Hanako. This is the one that needs to be trim master. This is just the original. Use RG. I just want to do this for the comparison. I'm probably going to change the base material so I don't have to reassign it everywhere it's used. I just want to get opinions and feedback before. Oh yeah, there needs to be like a cloth material type. Let me just go ahead. Is there not a cloth one? Well, there really is none. Oh, you have to restart to do that? Whatever, it's fine. There we go. So, opiniones, friends. Oh yeah, there's one thing that I skipped. And that is... So I actually want the... So for this mask, I'm just going to save this as a do need this guy. And I need to do this. Actually, what I need is I need the roughness with this off. Give me the roughness. No, does it not want to give me that? Oh, it's because I don't have it selected. I do want this. There we go. And now I need... Is that right? No, I want it fully rough. Where? Yes, that's what I want. It'll make it fully rough where the black is so you can see it regardless of the lighting. It's kind of a... I don't do this on everything, but I did it on the... I did it on the, what's it called? The other thing. You also can just multiply the black mask over your entire RGB is like a lazier way, but this works better. So now if I go back to this guy and re-import this. No, actually that didn't. I'm gonna do it the other way then. And that is, oh my god, that's so annoying. And I think that's just multiplying this over the whole RGB. Can't remember how this one no, that doesn't seem to really be doing anything to it, to my surprise. That's fine now. What did I do in this one? I'm actually curious now. Doesn't even have AO. Yeah, it's not taken out of the channel. It just has an outline somehow. I don't know how. Oh, I know why. It's because the height. It has normal map. That's why. I'm actually okay. I actually don't want this to have a normal. So, what do you guys think? Is it consistent with this? Does it look out of place compared to this? All right. So what I'm gonna do now is turn the existing mic essentially like. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same red that was in this. It probably, I went kind of like a pinkish red. I mean, I have that color in Substance. It wouldn't be that hard to do. I just did this generically to where it doesn't actually impact the color. That's effectively the color that it's supposed to be. let's fix that. Let's just call it red fix. And turn off everything except red. Color selection. That's technically the same red now. So what I'm gonna do is back to this guy. I'm just gonna reopen. This is gonna have the new red. I'm just gonna copy that under. Why does this one have so much more texture to it than the other ones? I'm gonna make sure that doesn't look weird. Because it might. Thanks for keeping me honest, Sabas. Sometimes I want to just get things done fast, so I do what I just did, and oh damn, this one somehow already knew to have the other albedo with the other maps. That's interesting. How did this one work so well already? I actually think for this one I can, I don't think I need a new normal. I think I only need, oh, I screwed something up bad in here. There we go. Oh wait, I didn't re-import the new albedo. Yep, there we go. That does make it match this way better. Yeah, it definitely it reads nice when it's in like highlights. I'm down with this. I think it turned out nice. Now let's do the Yamai side. By the way, Zabas and Nono, this you guys will notice this more than others. I did an AO pass and like a post-process pass on like every single map, and fog changes. Shiga's the most drastically changed. I'll open that in a second. Speaking of that, this Wednesday, the 16th, will be the last test of 2020. We're going to take the 23rd and the 30th off as a team, and then we'll be back on the 6th. So yeah, this is Shiga now. I went kind of more of like a red-brown feel, and I made the global illumination a little red. It creates, I think it created a nice like eerie kind of feeling. I did like a baby PBR pass on some of this stuff. And the lanterns have way more volume fog contribution than they used to. And I changed the lighting color a lot. There's more shadow contrast now. The map used to be like the shadows weren't very spooky, they're pretty even. So now they're pretty dramatic and dark, which just fits the map better. And I wanted the fog to kind of be almost like fire smoke, which looks kind of like yellow, orange, brown. Really, it's more yellow than this, but I like the way this looked. So that's what happened. Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen this yet. One of my mentors, he was an art director at a bunch of places, but I sent him screenshots of the characters, and I took the character shots in the throne room, and well, first the fog in here changed, and also here's another look at the new cliffs. Oh yeah, somehow this tent got changed. I don't know how or why, but well, it looks like I don't have to do it. Done. But anyway, he really started critiquing the interior spaces. So I did a pass on the floor to get more screen space reflections, and redid some of the interior lighting. There's AO inside. These look way better. I didn't do anything to them, but they just look better now, which is great because I really love these columns. So you see there's like AO in the corners now. This level is actually pretty unchanged, but this throne room is quite drastic. He really had me hit it. Let me get rid of this stupid annoying thing. So it was the same thing as Shiga. There's just not enough shadow contrast in the game. So this is more moody now. Maybe there's something I forgot to take off. I meant to do this the other day. I think this was supposed to be, yep, the real aspect ratio that it was painted for. And the other thing that was a big thing in here was this too. That lantern pretty much is solely there to light for the cinematic. And the cinematic looks way more badass with the new character textures too. That's why I left only one. I put one lantern because it was like really hitting the new skin shader. The skin. This is probably like one of the best shots of the skin shader. I really like how it turned out. That gold looks real good in this area. Which thing specifically? Now you both of you guys have really not, you guys haven't put up with my shit. Which, it's like, one of my flaws on this project when I'm doing art is I get rushed at the end. I feel like I want to get it done and get it in the patch, and I don't take those last few steps to get it just right. And I just export stuff and try to move on too quick sometimes. You looked at I've never done a subsurface scattering before, and what was really cool is the pipeline was really easy. So all I did, and I'm only showing this because I think you guys will understand it and find it interesting, is that the setup. So I use pre-integrated skin, which is like kind of like a cheap version of subsurface or subsurface profile blend mode, and what it does is it opens up the subsurface color, which basically I have an SSS mask here, and in Substance what I did is I baked a thickness mask on top of the low poly, or I used the low poly as high because I already had a normal map, and this is just a base um, thickness mask, and then I painted out the non-skin areas, and you just multiply that by your subsurface color and set your blend mode to subsurface profile, and then it also uses the opacity channel to pipe the mask in to additionally help with how it applies, and that's it. Super is literally a thickness mask multiplied by a color piped in, plugged into subsurface. It's a really simple skin, because subsurface profile is actually an asset that has all these like scattering properties. There's like 20 of them. They actually had a really good SSS content example that I was looking at, but I decided like our game's cartoony. It really just needs like a preliminary SSS. I thought that turned out really nice. So I got 15 minutes, and I drank almost no tea tonight. I started taking this vitamin. And I need like so much less caffeine taking it because it has like B12 and B6. It's this vitamin company called Ritual, and they like make vitamins for like your gender and age and different things. And it's not just like here's a shit ton of vitamin C. It's like here's stuff that you don't get in your diet, and we're gonna let your diet do the rest. And they work great. Highly recommend. All right, so this one should be pretty easy too. I have to make so much Hanako and Yamai versions of everything. All right, so I can turn off red fix. Let me see. Okay, so I think I can get a color match. This isn't the right color at all. What I am going to do is import that texture too and use it as an eyedropper. Programs that have eyedroppers that let you grab any screen, any pixels, just that's how it should always work. Where's textures at? There we go. So do I not have the Yamai things exported? I guess I don't. What the hell? Where did I put this shit? It's in Gifu spawn camps as opposed to generic spawn camps, because this is only used. Sometimes I'm really dumb. Oh my God, you know, our original design had a third clan called the Matsumoto clan, and they were basically they didn't get along with Hanako or Yamai, but they would occasionally ally with Hanako when you in periods of time when Yamai would get fairly strong. And no, thank you. Because we were gonna do a campaign expansion between Hanako and Matsumoto on our map. That was like a 5 map campaign, and then a Matsumoto versus Yamai that was a full 7 map campaign. And we know what all those maps' general ideas are. Um, the one I like the most is a map called Bridge of the Kamo River, or I guess it would probably be called Kamo Bridge now. But it was a map. It was a capture the scroll map where the map center is a huge river that like you get carried through if you like run through it. So like swimming is an option, but it's way slower than going across the bridge. But the bridge is a wide bottleneck for um, like the main fighting, but it's the only fast way to get to the other side. That's a really old idea though. That idea is like 12 years old. Speaking of that, I want to get your guys' opinion on this since you guys didn't play. We play tested some level changes to so what we did here is Hanako spawn. There's no front gate anymore. The destructible moved to this second courtyard, and then the point is actually a bridge encounter. And right now this is a death pit, but someone was saying it should be like a like Yamai goop that you can like run or swim through, but it's really slow. A lot of people like that idea for some reason. We've never done that. Honestly, I would make it a water volume probably with just an oil-looking surface plane instead. The rituals are going to move back more because they were too easy. But that's kind of where the first objective for this, it's like a little arena. I wouldn't say it played great, but um, the finishing this map design wise is now on my shoulders. I won't get any more help with this map, so I kind of want to get to the point where I can art it. I definitely liked it better than how it was. I think the Hanako spawn. I think the first Hanako spawn could probably be like right here, and then this one would move like literally to the point when Hanako wins, because the third point is a little bit of a run. But this map's still pretty broken. It still lets like the wrong teams grab it, and I also learned that bots randomly spawn on team -1, which lets them attack anyone, but they appear to be on Hanako team. And I found that out because I saw the old clan symbol icon that's not, it doesn't have like the token behind it. It was just like the old see-through, like alpha'd out legacy Hanako symbol. And I was like, wait, that's not Hanako. And I put debug text in and saw their team -1. And that's why the points get all messed up. Yeah, I was very unhappy that that's a thing that occurs. So I'm going to import that base texture. This needs to go in a few different places. It's going here. Is there really no, I didn't do top stripes for this? Or did I? No, I didn't. I just made it solid black. That's kind of boring. I guess it's Yamai. I guess that's okay. I'm okay with just having to redo the symbols. So what I'm going to do for the... Oh, it's not even the right mask. this is going to become, actually no, I know exactly what I need to do. I can open the albedo on another screen and then eyedrop it from substance. Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry, Zabas, but I'm gonna have to redo these OCD style again. Just so I remember where they're supposed to go, I'm gonna duplicate this layer and the old Yamai bronze. Oh, this already has a symbol on the diffuse that's green. So I'm just gonna actually do green. Nah, I'll leave that one because that's cool. I'm gonna paint this out though. And then I'm gonna add black mask so I can just put Yamai ones in the same place. Sorry, Zabas. The symbols kind of make no sense in this pattern up here. Now that I think about it, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna do just one big ass symbol above like the doorway. I think that looks cooler. And they have like the green one on the side, just a little different. Let me try just for fun, just making the now the I know I made the wood dark for this one already, like I did for the weapons. I'm just gonna do yeah, they ran out of their like bronze paint or whatever. Let me go look at those really quick. Yep, so the wood's dark. There's bloody handprints on this one. It's definitely a darker bronze than I have. I did a pretty this needs to be a good bit darker. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna try doing a different color up here just to try it. Well, I got 5 minutes left. Ew, it did the symbols inside. That sucks. I'm okay with it. I went through quite the thought process there. So we got fabric, bamboo. I always feel like this is going to be cool and it's never cool. There we go. It's the pattern I used on the characters. That actually doesn't look bad. If I went like, um, I don't know why I like this aluminum insulator so much. What about a human face? There we go, that looks great. How about carbon fiber roof? Let me see if there's even, I think there's a burlap in here. Fabric burlap, there it is. It's a smart material though, so I need add mask with, no, I don't need a color selection, I need it to be UV. And this needs to live above. Yeah, it was the wrong place in the stack. And I almost think I could do like a dark. Actually, I like what's there better. One other thing I want to fix is duplicate. Why does this one have? Not having a proper ID mask sucks. I used to. Okay, I just wanted to, the bronze just looked a little dull. Okay, I'm okay with this. I think it looks, it's consistent with the other one. I wish you could just like name the textures and not have to do this, but I'm sure I think they have like little variables with symbols you can pass in. I don't actually need a new normal map. No normal information changed. Now what I can do, since I already have this PSD open, is I can just drag this bad boy right chair, and bam, it's got the overlap mask, and I can copy that back, collapse, save, and it's ready. And I'm just going to leave the tent up while I do this really fast, since I'm running out of time. I actually think this needs to be masks. Oops, masks. And this doesn't need to be any bigger than 512. I don't think this needs to be any bigger than 1024 either. To do the other one that way, yeah. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Unreal. Stop doing it to me, Unreal. Did I set the values right? I did. All right, nice. A 5 to 6 year old asset has been given new life. So I think tomorrow I'll kick off this shack. I tried to do a pseudo PBR, but none of the wood texture like builds into it. So it's like really flat roughness, and it puts this weird sheen on it. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna go just look at the camps and the other maps and just take a peek in different lighting. Oops, wrong side. Nice. I think this symbol could be green. But it doesn't. I think this map doesn't have only has like one sphere capture. I think putting one more local will help. I don't hate it. Oh yeah, I like getting this map. What's a map that has Hanako camps in it? Shiga? Oh yeah, these turn out nice. Hooray, physically based rendering. Thank you for making stuff in games look better. And Substance Painter, thank you for making it really easy to do it. All right, we got through two assets that are used all the time now. Paogeny cake is still in here. Oh yeah, I put a fix in that makes I called the default loadout file something else, so everyone has the new weapons now. I don't know, I think you guys have seen the new weapon skins for all the defaults. I forgot to do the ropes on the ninja actually. Yeah, tent's not bad. Consistent with, it looks like it goes with this now. Yeah, nice. Light's better. Looks cool in here. Nice. All right. All right, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow night, probably around like 10:30 or 11.